Audio Jungle.
Welcome back to Real Talk. Today, I'm very honored to have a phenomenal woman, Roshan Abrahams.
Yes.
Welcome to Real Talk. Relax. So nice to be here in the Bo-Kaap. What was your day like yesterday? I know you have two sons and you've got your parents with you.
Yes.
So you've got a busy life. So
I do.
your last thing that you did this morning and yesterday.
The last things I did yesterday, I was still working.
Okay.
Because I'm a journalist, I do have a lot of work on my plate.
Okay.
And I do the production as well. So we're working from home. So it was easy for me just to log on and to finish off, just to give me peace of mind so I can enjoy my weekend.
Yeah.
And this morning was the last thing. I do meditation in the morning, so I don't get up until I just close my eyes and, visualize my day is going to be a good day.
Yeah.
And so far that seems to work.
Yeah. I do the same. I don't do anything without giving God glory.
Exactly.
You are a single parent, like I said, 18 and 21, if I'm correct.
18 and 21, yes.
Yes. And your parents live with you, who's
Yes.
80. Okay.
Yes, they both.
Tell us a bit about living with your parents, because I always think it's such a blessing to have your parents at the age of 80 in the house still.
Yes.
So just tell us a little bit about them.
It's a very big blessing for me, because I've been living there with them for 15 years after my divorce. They opened the doors for me again and they said, "Where are you going to go to? Okay, you can come back."
Yeah.
And then I was so blessed because I had support. I mean, raising the two boys, and my mom is, like a housewife, or
Yeah.
what do you call that now?
Yeah.
Executive.
Executive.
Home executive.
Yes, yeah.
And she cooks and I do my work. So
Yeah.
that is just a blessing for every mother, even if she's not single.
Yes,
To
yeah.
have someone there.
As a support system.
Support her.
Yeah.
So it's been, space-wise, it has been challenging. Obviously, I don't have a lot of my own space, because you always hear there's somebody there outside.
Yes.
And for the boys, but the boys are grown now.
Yeah.
So that's okay. They're more like mini adults.
Yeah.
But I still have to, watch them.
Yes, yeah.
And my mom and dad, my mom is 79, my dad is 80.
Okay.
But they have been healthy so far. But my dad also has been sick. So there's the challenges as well. But I'm glad I'm there with them.
Yeah.
So that I can support them. Because
Yeah.
they've been supporting me.
So just as they were supporting you, you are supporting them as well. And I think for them it's also a great help and a blessing for you to be there.
Yes.
So I've been watching or spying your status all these years, and I always admire the way you were running. What inspired you to start running? And you obviously adapt a love for running and exercise. Yes. Where did it all start, first of all?
Does it show in the pictures how much I love running?
Yes. Now I can see on people's faces.
Yes.
Like you see my face, I love doing this.
Yeah,
So.
I can see your eyes sparkle.
Okay.
So, because I do really love running. Some
Yeah.
people on social media, they will just post things and you don't really see their passion, just want to post. But with me, I genuinely love it.
Yeah.
Because it helps me for my health.
Okay.
And I'm telling the story of how I started. I was like, say, 6 years still single, and then I took my sons to the urban park. And my elder son said, "Mom, there is a Bo-Kaap athletics club opening. Don't you want to take us? And then you can run and we can do the boot camp."
Yeah.
I said, "Okay, well, I'm game for it." Okay. And I started running, and we didn't start running. We started walking first.
Yeah.
Walk, run. And I always thought, how do these people run like long marathons? I mean, that's impossible, man.
Yeah.
I mean, even though I love exercise, but No, we start running. We start walking first. You have
Yeah.
to walk before you run.
Okay.
And then I got so hooked.
Yeah.
Then the coach told me he has like strength training as well, which we need as we get older. I was about 49, 50, and I started walk running.
Okay.
And then I developed a passion for for going to exercise, really proper strength exercise, mobility, and I read up a lot about it.
Yeah.
So that is where I was almost diabetic. I didn't go to the doctor, but I could feel it. There's something wrong with me. When I started exercising, all that eliminated because I started eating healthy to actually pair with what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And and since then, like 7 years ago, I just kept on. And that was my go-to place.
Yeah.
When things get like so stressful, I feel tired. But when you go to exercise, and after
Yeah.
that you feel energized.
Yeah.
So I will recommend that to anybody. Just go and walk, even if you can't do a little bit of cardio. Just walk.
Walk, yeah.
And get into nature. That is a stress reliever. I mean, take time out for yourself. That's what I told myself. In that busy world, at home,
Yeah.
at work, that is my escape to just enjoy me time. And I have time to think and I have time to, be positive
Yeah.
and forget about the rest of the
The
world.
rest of the world. But it didn't also stop there. You took it a little bit further. You're a lifelong student. You went to go and study, right? Fitness,
Yes.
if I'm correct. So just tell us about that journey when you started to study. Now you must remember you've got a job, you've got 2 children, you've got your parents, and you went studying. And a lot of people think that this is impossible
Yes.
to get to the age of 50 and over and you can still accomplish your dreams.
Yes. Ooh, that was really a nightmare. But yes, as knowing myself, I set myself a goal always. And working towards that goal is my mission.
Yeah.
So I'm not a perfectionist, but I would like to achieve something that I set up myself out
Yeah.
for. So this was one of my, because I'm so passionate about exercise, I met this friend of mine and she took me to her gym because I stopped boot camping because I couldn't afford it anymore. It was a bit expensive. And she told me, you know what, come and join me. Oh, because of my passion for exercise, I told her I would really like to actually give a class.
Yeah.
And then I opened a class, but it's unofficial.
Yeah.
I gave them stretches. This lady asked me, the friend of mine, listen, we don't have a much core strength. Can you give us the core strength so that we can, go on with our lives? So I said, yeah, fine. So I gave them unofficially. And then I said, I won't charge you because I'm not qualified.
Yeah.
But then it gave me the incentive, go and study.
Yeah.
And then my friend said to me, but I thought, it's too much, man. And
Yeah.
it's not cheap to go and study.
Yes.
Even if it's online as well for a few months. So she said to me, there's a discount at ETA college.
Yeah.
Let's do it, man. We can pay it off. Whew, still on a whim, I just said, okay,
Yeah.
let's do it. And just pray to God that I can afford to pay that every month. Extra, that extra money. So I've done it. Online is so difficult.
Yeah.
You have to be very sharp and you have to have time.
Yeah.
And me working permanently, I had to at least maybe take a day off and study. And Saturdays, they give you practical work.
Yeah.
But our projects needs to be in like every week. So I had my friend, if we were not together, I think I would have crashed and said, no, I'm not going to do this anymore.
Yeah.
Because you end up crying because of the
amount
of work.
Mm.
And then you have to pause. You're worried about, am I going to do that? Am I going to make it? Am I going to waste my money?
Yeah.
There were all these doubts coming in, but perseverance. Because I was also used to running races. I will tell you this, comparing to the endurance that you run, maybe a half marathon or a marathon, that actually teaches you how to cope with your life. So I think that kept me going, saying, I am going to see the end of this race.
Yes, yeah.
And I continued. I inspired my friend inspired me. We both helped each other. We got through the stuff that we hardly didn't know what was going on, because it's like studying to be a doctor.
Yeah.
You have to study this body, the nervous system, the muscles, and
Yeah,
everything.
yeah.
It was a mini doctor's certificate.
Certificate.
You can-
And just to cut your word there quickly, when I did, and I totally agree with you, when I studied physical education to teach children,
Yeah.
I thought, what is the heart and all those stuff
Yes.
got to do with all of this now? I don't want to become a doctor. I just want to. So I do understand
Yes.
that. So you can continue.
Because now we need to know about these things, because when you do exercise, you have to consult your doctor before you do anything
Yeah.
else, because you don't know what your health status is.
Yeah.
And somehow you actually find out that you have this and that. When you start running, you think, oh, I have this little niggle, maybe something wrong with my knee. You find out, you actually learn, get to know your body.
Yeah.
And then eventually, when we graduated, oh, it was such a relief.
And that
It
was in 2024.
2020.
You
we
completed, but you
it,
get.
but we only graduated in 2024, because it's an online course, so we needed to get more people from the other provinces where they brought us together, and
Yeah.
they gave us like a big graduation at ETA College. But it was a very proud moment,
Yeah.
where I walked with my cap 50 odd years being a woman personal trainer. So I spoke to a friend of mine, he's a personal trainer. He said, there's not many women personal trainers
Yeah.
out there.
Yeah.
And that is why people sometimes also ask me, how did you do this?
Yeah.
How did you manage to study while at this age? And I also thought, when last did I pick up a book to study? I mean,
Yeah.
I have been working all the time after I've studied. So am I going to do this? How am I
Yeah.
going to do
Yeah.
Is my brain going to work?
Yeah.
But eventually it did. And I actually would like to study anything else further.
Yeah, because you can do anything, eh?
Because I can do anything.
You are also a full-time worker, journalist, eh? So you work for a local newspaper. And just tell us a little bit about your work environment. What
Okay.
do you do?
Yes.
What is your job?
Another passion of mine. Well, actually, I wanted to be a journalist. First of all, I was actually a graphic designer. So I've been through so many professions.
Yeah.
So I've been a graphic, there's again nothing is impossible.
Yeah.
So I've been a graphic designer, but I've always wanted to write people's stories.
Yeah.
So the job offered me to go on a journalism course.
Yeah.
There I also saved money by they offering me the bursary.
Yeah.
And I did it. But it was also part-time, also working, also
Yeah.
studying part-time. And then I got an opportunity in the news, because I'm working for a newspaper house, as a journalist on Southern Mail community newspapers. And I got the job. I was excited. I could hear people's stories. I could write about people's stories.
Yeah.
It was just another passion of mine.
Yeah.
And that also drives me to wake up in the morning to hear what other people's lives are all about.
Yeah.
I think once I get into a story, it's almost like I don't get out of it quickly. I want to hear more, and I want to hear more, and I
Yeah.
get so engrossed into their lives.
So ons is hoenders van
in
een.
fear.
Listen, you working in the community as well. And the thing that I love about you is that you don't keep your talent or your gift to yourself. You are sharing it to the rest of the world, sharing it with the rest of the world. Older women,
Yes.
you are working with them.
Yes.
And how's the relationship with them going, and the training going? Because I'm taking it from myself. I keep on saying to my children, are we walking this week? Because I really need to lose this. I want to lose this part of the body. So, yeah.
Yeah, so the friend that I studied with, so she was never a runner. And she asked me, don't you want to just take me on runs? Because she has never entered any races. So I thought, oh, wow, good enough. because she's also a personal trainer, but she has now that she doesn't have the running skills.
Yeah.
So I said, come, let's walk. Let's
Yeah.
walk. And we started walking. I think with her, it was about 2 years that we walked. And then her niece came to join us about a year ago. And then I said, now we're going to stop walking. We're going to enter running races.
Yeah.
And we started now in May. We've done the slave route, which is part of the Bo-Kaap.
Yes, we do the slave lodge every year. My learners, yeah.
Yeah, it's this route here.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful race.
Yeah.
And the vibe. So I told them, one of the reasons why we're racing is a community effort,
Yeah.
and it's the community's, camaraderie. Everybody's doing the same thing, and we have that excitement.
Yeah.
And I wanted them to experience that. And then I took them, but we didn't run. We just walked and
Yeah.
ran, walked and ran. And then they said, wow, this is great. And you get a medal at the end of
Yeah.
So I said, the next one we'll do the women's race.
Yeah.
And it was fantastic weather as well in August.
Yeah.
And they got hooked. So I introduced it to them because I got hooked the
Yeah.
same way. I said, you see when you get to the end and then you start running.
Yes,
and
yeah.
everybody cheers.
Yes, yeah.
That is a dopamine that you get addicted to.
Yeah.
And I'm actually introducing to them and they're very excited about it. They call me, hey, when are we going to do the next race?
Yeah.
So that is what I want people to, even if I try to make a difference in these two people's lives, I would like to continue this with other people as well. I mean, I'm doing it as a friend because I love running. I can actually show them whatever the ropes.
Yeah.
And they just love it as well.
And tell me, Roshan, what is the journey ahead? Because now you're a personal trainer. You don't just need to be stuck with your friend. And I know more doors is going to open up for you after this. But I want to know, for women, what encouragement can you give to women? And I'm sitting in the hot seat right now, to me as well, how to get that love for exercise, not just to stay fit, but actually to live healthy. What advice would you give us?
It's a lifestyle.
Yeah.
It's not something that you can just do today and tomorrow and then think miracles gonna happen.
Yeah.
The good question that you're asking me is, how can you inculcate a love for that? It's an individual thing, but the more you do it, the more you get used to it, and you start loving it automatically because it's almost like you need it. It's a good addiction.
Yeah.
If they can just think that this is going to be for my health.
Yeah.
That is what drove me. It wasn't about losing weight. Losing weight is a bonus.
Yeah.
But when you think, I have to exercise because I want to feel healthy.
Yeah.
And it does work.
Yeah.
I must tell you, that words, I want to feel healthy, that helps you more than I want to lose weight. If you say to yourself, I want to lose weight, it's going to put pressure on you.
Yeah.
Just say you want to feel healthy, and then that automatically makes you a nice healthy meal when you come from the run. You don't go to the junk food because you've already...
McDonald's.
It's going to defeat the purpose. You're going to have to at least eat 80% healthy.
Okay.
You can have your treat because you don't want to deprive yourself. I do have my cake, but I don't have it every time and maybe consume takeaways with that.
Yeah.
I try to eat at least veggies and, the normal, the chicken or whatever. It's not even difficult and not expensive to eat healthy.
Yeah. And your daily routine? What is your daily routine?
For exercise now.
Yeah.
Well, in the morning I must do my stretches.
Yeah.
Because we are over 40, we tend to stiffen up quickly, and you can actually feel it even after a walk, and then you'll feel, I need to stretch.
Yeah.
You're not that young. You're not 20 anymore.
Yeah.
It's a difference. But if you do it so often, you actually don't need to age because of you keep on being mobile, and think of yourself as being a little child.
Yeah.
That child climbs up, they crawl, they do anything. They don't even worry about their bodies and how it bends. And
Yeah.
so we have gone backwards because we stopped doing that.
Yeah.
So even if you start crawling on the bed,
Yeah.
and even if you just lift your leg up over your head,
Yeah.
because that's what kids do,
Yes.
and eventually you'll feel better because it will actually prevent injuries.
Yeah.
Now my routine is I do have to stretch every morning, and in between, if I sit too long, then I'll do some stretches as well. Every second day we do strength training. I go to gym, and every other day I'll do running.
Yeah.
So there's a full week,
Yeah.
and on Sunday it's a long, slow run. And if you can do that, just try to do 3 types of exercises in a week.
And what would you recommend to have a flat tummy?
You can dance.
I've been dancing for 2 weeks now with my learners, and I could see.
You
Yeah. Yes,
you're having
yes.
your core. You must once you dance, and you just engage your core. You just
Yeah.
pull it in,
Yes, yeah.
while you're dancing, and you'll see you will lose weight.
Can you just the last thing, if you can look into the camera and just encourage those people that think they are 50 and they cannot go study, or they, cannot reach their goals.
Yes.
What would you tell them? I always say get up, get going, but you've got something else to say, Roshan.
It's not much different from what you're saying, because we all know that is what we should do. So you wake up and you actually go and take a walk in nature. That is the first step. You can do that as often as possible. You can start with 10 minutes, you can continue with 20 minutes, and then with 30 minutes. And the other thing I need to add, invite a friend. That will make it much easier for you to actually want to go do it. And your friend will call you up and say, come, are we going to walk? That is the first step. The rest will follow. If you want to do something harder, join a gym. But the walks is a permanent thing that you can do for the rest of your life. You should do the rest of your life.
Thank you so much for being here with us. We really do appreciate you, and know that you are inspiring me. Okay?
Thank
to
you,
get
thank
up, God willing, tomorrow and walk.
It's nice weather now, then.
Yes. Thank you for watching Real Talk with Roshan. We had a fantastic time with her, and know that today is just the beginning. And don't worry about tomorrow, because tomorrow will look after itself. Remember that with God, all things are possible, and have a fantastic day. God bless. And you born here in Bo-Kaap?
Her grandfather used to live below us. Daar
Okay.
ken ek vir haar van toe sy so klein gewees het, ken ek vir haar al.
Okay. Shamil, thank you so much for allowing us to have an interview this morning. Yeah. You were so generous. I didn't even know that the Bo-Kaap Cultural Hub exists. So, yeah, don't you want to just tell us more about this place?
Previously, this was called the Old School G.
Yeah.
There was always functions held here, like madrasa classes and typing classes those years back. But when the founder of this organization passed away, his sons took over, and they decided to design these places for video hires, because there's a need. Okay, so we got 4 rooms here that we actually give over to hire for functions. So like last week, we had 2 functions back to back. We had a 1-year-old party that lasted until 10 o'clock at night, and we had the 21st that lasted 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
So that is what that is what is actually happening here. We also have a function coming up on Wednesday, Heritage Day. It's going to be lots of fun. It's a all-day event. And so you guys need to come around and see about it.
Definitely. Listen, Shamil, what I want to ask you is the place open for schools as well to just come for a tour and learn more about the culture and the history?
That is correct, yes. We can actually, it will be open for tours. We had a couple of schools too. I think we had about 3 schools already here. And the kids were amazed to see the culture.
Yeah.
Actually, they come from a certain background and they didn't know that that was actually part of the culture.
Yeah.
But I can take you guys around and see it.
Okay, let's go. Oh my word.
This is a tour that we usually give the people from cradle to grave.
Okay.
And all the different stages from the time that you were born.
Yeah.
Okay, which we call the dukma.
Yeah.
When the child goes to madrasa.
Yes.
And of course, Ramadan, we also tell you actually what happened in Ramadan, the functions that we have here. Like for instance, we have a soup kitchen here.
Yeah.
That lasts for the whole month of Ramadan.
Can I just ask you something quickly? We are reading a book every year called Dikkie van die Bo-Kaap, and it's written by one of your people here in the Bo-Kaap many moons ago. So what we do is we normally go to the Bo-Kaap Museum to learn more about it. But this guy is now old and he can't do the tours. But looking at this now, I can bring them here. Because in the book, it speaks about the doopmaal, it speaks about, la barang, and, and those words these learners need to know. And some of them, most of them, can relate to these words.
That is correct. I mean, they only know the certain stuff because I think the culture has been changed slightly now. It's modernized. For instance, the weddings is not those elaborate weddings anymore.
Yes.
Currently, what they have is just an hour at the mosque, and
that's it.
And the wedding is over.
Yeah.
That was planning years in advance, and the rituals. Because I mean, these dresses you don't see around anymore. I mean, this is Victorian style. You can see because we were colonized by the English.
Yes.
And of course, it's not part of the culture, but we actually brought it in.
Yeah.
And of course, the rechts staat hier, like the Hollandse team daar, the Cape Minstrels.
And that's in the book.
Cape Minstrels. And of course, the rugby, of course, and this is, of course, is the month that we're in now, Maulud, okay? This is the Prophet Muhammad, sallallahu alaihi wasallam. This is his birthday.
Okay.
So for this month, we celebrate it.
Yeah, okay.
And of course, these ladies' stories, they cut up orange and lemon leaves.
Yeah.
It's all doused into a lot of oils and also rose water. And at the end of the day, you end up with something like this. Now, this is very old, but they give you this in the mosque.
Okay.
When you go to mosque, you get this. This is all nice and fresh.
Okay.
Okay, this is old stuff. So,
yeah.
That is, but the culture, I think most learners can actually learn a lot from here.
Yeah.
So, bring them out. We will give them a tour as well. Also, I need to say, on Heritage Day, all tours will be free.
Okay, nice.
So we will probably be having 200 people. Last year I had about 50 people. To talk to 50 people is a nightmare. And
yeah.
So that is another thing.
I want you to have a look at the book, if you haven't read it, maybe. It's about Zulfa Otto Sali.
Oh, okay.
You know it
I
now.
know Zulfa, yes.
Yeah. So those things are in there, and I think this is a perfect setup. I wrote my grade 9s when I was high school. My grade 9s read the book, but majority of them could not relate. Now I'm with the grade 7 learners. they come from the similar backgrounds. Do you understand? Because that's now in Lotus River. I'm speaking to a colored child, the Muslim, and you know, and we learn from each other's religion
that's it.
and culture
Cultures,
as well. So that's a thumbs up to that. I really need this for my learners.
Yeah, that's fine.
So what else will be on the Heritage Days?
Heritage Day, of course, we've got, for instance, we have there will be festivities at the back. First of all, I want to show you at the back as well. As the arena, there will be, of course, the people with dominoes will be there. There will be, what is it, Emo Adams' daddy will be here. There's also going to be the Nachttroepen they will also be here performing there. And there's something called Ratip. They will also be.
Oh, that with the spades.
With the swords, with the swords, yeah. With the sharp swords. So that's also going to be on display here. There's lots of food. I mean, because the first thing that when we planned this event, the first thing that came up is the food.
Yeah.
So there will be pens and poetries.
Oh, lekker. I'll tell my husband that we have to come. Definitely have to
And of course, the traditional, the routine curry, and of course, people talk about pastei. I didn't know what pastei was.
Yes.
Pastei is just plat pie.
Yes.
So that is, I mean, will all be on sale here. And of course, in front, we will have the festivities of sports. Handball is making big comeback. I mean, it's the first time because we love it because girls and boys can now play together.
Yes.
And of course, we will have a five-a-side soccer team. And inside, we're going to have the people that tell your family tree. So they've been here last year. They're back with us this year.
And was it good last year?
Yeah, it was fantastic. People were running with the people heard the Nachttroepen. People were running, flooding, because I was standing at the top. I could see them coming in onto the two entrances, running in.
Yeah. But we will definitely be here.
Yeah, of course, definitely.
I think where my diet goes, because now I must tell Roshan that I can't say no to a roti.
When was that function? Women's Day, no?
Yeah, Women's Day function.
Women's Day, we had a Zumba and we had
Okay.
self-defense classes.
And I was told you can't come work that day because it will only be ladies.
Ladies, yeah. It was liquor ladies' day. Like 30 rand for 3 sessions.
Oh no, that's nice. I would come. Oh, you would never said look like this
We
inside.
had it here, yeah.
This is the auditorium. This is
They have functions like weddings also here and
Yeah.
everything happens here. Yeah.
Okay.
The soup,
21st.
even the soup kitchen, they cook here.
Yeah.
Okay, people lines up there to get this stuff, and we feed about 300 people every week.
That's nice. Looks like, you know, the Colosseum. I had the privilege to go and see the Colosseum in Rome. So this is basically similar. And now you can go higher. You know that, eh? You have the steps a little bit higher and you can go right around.
Then at the top there, we've actually got another kitchen, but you know, it's still too far to, you know.
Talk. But I look at your kitchen, is clean, it's nice, man.
Yeah, that lady there,
Yeah.
Auntie Osie,
So Auntie Elsie keeps it clean.
keeps this place spotless. The floors is clean always. The kitchen is always clean.
Look at the kitchen.
And there she is in front.
Yeah.
Beautiful, no?
Yeah, it is. It's very nice. Thank you for keeping the kitchen clean.
Now, so we're preparing now for Wednesday's thing.
Yeah.
Audio Jungle.